Hey, welcome back. In this session, we will focus on cloud elasticity, a key feature of cloud computing that allows resources to scale dynamically based on the spikes or demand. So let's dive in. So the first question is that what is elasticity? Specifically, what is cloud elasticity? Well, cloud elasticity refers to the ability of cloud systems to automatically scale resources up or down, in and out, based on the demand or the spike. This spike can be for a small time. It can also be predicted, but nevertheless, it should be done with the demand. Now, it enables cloud services to quickly adapt to changes in workload, ensuring optimal performance and cost efficiency in real time, or at least almost real time. Let's dive deep to the key features of elasticity. The first one is on-demand scaling. Resources can be instantly increased or decreased according to your workload needs. That is on-demand scaling. Cost effectiveness or efficiency. You basically only pay for the resources you actually use. So there is no over-provisioning or wasted capacity here. If you use more, you pay for it. But when the demand is not there, it will scale down and your organization will save some money. And everything is done automatically if you have done the initial configuration properly. The next is dynamic adjustment. Well, scaling happens automatically without any manual intervention, ensuring efficient operation. But again, the initial configuration must be done according to your business need or scenario. Let's move ahead to some benefits of cloud elasticity. The first one is it is optimized for resource usage. Resources are allocated only when necessary. We already know that. And it ensures maximum efficiency and cost saving. It is good for productivity. The next one is improved performance. Well, elasticity allows your system to adjust in almost real time, ensuring it handles fluctuations or fluctuating workloads without any performance hiccups. The next is high availability, which means that your service will be available no matter what. If I have to tell you the technical details, I will say cloud elasticity reduces the risk of downtime. As the system adjusts resources based on current demand, keeping everything up and running smoothly. The performance may go down a little bit, but it will still stay well above the SLA. What is SLA? We will discuss in further episodes. Now, let's compare elasticity with autoscaling. They're very close to each other, guys. Now, elasticity is actually a broader concept involving the dynamic scaling of resources based on changing workload. It includes both scaling up and scaling down. Autoscaling is a specific method to achieve elasticity, where cloud system automatically adjusts resources based on pre-configured triggers, such as traffic spikes or CPU performance spikes. So elasticity is actually a broader term. Scaling is actually comes in between, it's a subset. Now, how cloud platform actually offer this elastic resources? Well, there are many ways. We will discuss some. The first one is resource pooling. Well, cloud providers like Azure, AWS, GCP, they basically use all these methodologies to provide you elasticity. So what is resource pooling here? Cloud providers maintain large pools of virtualized resources These resources can be virtual compute, virtual storage, or virtual networking that can be allocated as needed to different customers. So think about it in this way, that they have huge buffers of resources, and then they can allocate it very fast to the users. The next one is dynamic resource allocation. Well, cloud resources like CPU, RAM, and storage can be provisioned or even deprovisioned automatically based on real-time demand. So, if you are using a chunk of resource, when you stop using it, that resource can be used by someone else. So this shuffling of resource make it possible that the overall cloud infrastructure is very elastic. The next is multi-tenant infrastructure, where multiple tenants use the same resources, but in isolated bubble. So here, I can say multiple customers share the same infrastructure, with resources dynamically allocated to ensure efficient utilization. Now, some methods used by the providers. Let's discuss some more. The first one is elastic VMs, or elastic virtual machines. Here, cloud providers can create, scale, and delete virtual machine or instances on demand to meet your needs. The next one is pretty famous. That is containers and Kubernetes. Well, containers allow application to scale very easily. And with Kubernetes, orchestration is again made simple. Well, containers are lightweight and they're made for specific microservices. Because they are lightweight, containers can be deployed in seconds. So, for any organization who need to scale up instantly, well, containers will be the technology they should use. And the next one is serverless, where cloud provider offers serverless computing, where you only pay for the time your code actually runs on their infrastructure. For example, AWS Lambda, they also provide that. Here, you are using the cloud provider's infra to run your scripts. While their infra is running your script, you have to pay for that time. And that's it. Popular cloud providers. Well, let's start with AWS. AWS offer autoscaling, elastic load balancing, and EC2 instances that scale automatically. Well, EC2 stands for Elastic Compute version 2. So it's in the name, Elastic Compute. How about Azure? Do Azure also offer some functionality? Yes. Features like virtual machine scale sets and Azure functions or automation for elastic scalability are some of the examples. How about Google Cloud? Well, Google Cloud provides compute engines, Kubernetes engine, and cloud functions for scalable resources. These are some of the examples. There are so many other feature sets which will give you the functionality of scaling and elasticity as a big picture. Let's summarize it. Cloud elasticity is all about automatically scaling resources up and down, in or out, to meet the demand of your workload. It offers key benefits like cost saving, improved performance, and high availability. Providers such as Azure achieve this elasticity through methods like elastic VMs, containers, and serverless computing. Some other popular platforms like AWS or Google Cloud, they all offer robust elasticity features to ensure seamless scaling for any business need. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.